in a lot of cases you have setbacks, but fortunately this time she's gone right through without any problems, any setbacks, and hopefully she's in file.
Okay, now, Mapperley Heights, you're not worried about her handling the heavy conditions, as you say, the problem of coming from so far back, but what about your other runner, Under Oath?
Well, he's the improver. He hadn't raced for about 3 weeks when he ran Saturday, and it was his first time over that distance, and it's tightened him up, and he looks a much fitter horse today than he did Saturday, and I'm hoping that he runs well. I know he'll be better next year when he strengthens a bit more. He's a 4-year-old that's only been to the races so few times.
Right. They are predicting, I believe, some more thunderstorms here this afternoon. I hope we don't have a repetition of Vanderham back in 76.
On the rooftop.
Yeah, I'll bet you did. Not only rained, it poured last night here.
Oh, yeah, you can see by the water laying around like here.
HAYAI in the press yesterday was quoted at 100 to 1. But I'm sure with the weather out like this, he'll be nowhere near those odds. But even considering the weather, was he over the odds as far as you were concerned?
Well over the odds, but I hope I get 200 to 1 him.
Well, I don't think you will, Greg. You're a little bit optimistic there, but his form for a Melbourne Cup has been very good, hasn't it, really, when you take into consideration over the last 3 or 4 years, his staying record and also all the prize money he's won.
Yes, well, he's only had 4 runs in 2-mile events, and he won the Stayers Cup on a bog track, which is 2 miles, and he ran 5th in the Sydney Cup last year, and he gave the winner Late Show 8.5 kilos. And he's run in the 2 runs prior to that. He's finished midfield in the Melbourne Cup and the Sydney Cup again. Right.
Okay. So looking for big things from HAYAI today. What about the barrier? It's drawn out very wide there.
I don't think the barrier makes any difference here, 2 miles at Flemington, because they've got 1,200 metres.
Hyperno and Red Nose are cutting him down. Salamander, Hyperno on the outside, picking up Salamander. Salamander and Hyperno, they split the line.
With So Vague trying to challenge, and Rising Prince holds off the dangers and wins the McKinnon well.
In front of So Vague, lack of reason. Then Avaney further back on the field of the field, but he's home and hose, this Rising Prince. He's 2 or 3 in front of So Vague, running on the field, but in lack of reason. What a nuisance, Slade, but he's a mighty weight for age horse.
On a very heavy track, as you can see, and he withstood the challenges in the straight to hang on and win well.
Cossack Prince, Larkin-Cott trying third, but HAYAI, he's kicked away the Metrop winner, now got about 3 lengths in front, and HAYAI's going to brilliantly win the Caulfield Cup by 3.5 lengths. Cossack Prince will get second by...
His chances anyhow. Let's go. Watch this finishing effort at Trentham.
He's hit the front when Eddie's girl is. IMAPRINCE unwinding with a brilliant late run. It is what Eddie's girl. IMAPRINCE is grabbing it. Secure Deposit battling hard the inside. IMAPRINCE, Secure Deposit. IMAPRINCE has won the cup. Secure Deposit won it.
In the Watkins Dow, of course. This was only a couple of weeks ago, and he came with a strong run in the straight.
Filing from the field and Admiral Glare, and here's Kiwi 2 to 1, 250 to go. Purple Crown in front, Kiwi the outside. Oh, what a Melbourne Cup trial! Purple Crown, can he make it? Kiwi's got up. He put his nose in front. I think he's been in field.
The Big Red, who's certainly the sentimental favourite and also one of the betting favourites, is Kiwi. Kiwi is trying to become only the 4th horse in history to win 2 Melbourne Cups. And on his recent typical win in the Watkins Dower Stakes, he looks a good bet to do just that.
Purple Crown, about a length away, third Admiral Glare.
He's gone up a little bit in weights, but he hasn't had that much racing for a horse his age.
No, he's lightly raced and he's carrying his age well.
What sort of work have you been giving him?
Oh, well, since driving in Melbourne, he's only had just a bit of pace work. Hope to gallop him before the race.
And he's eaten well and all that?
Yeah.
To get up and defeat IMAPRINCE, you see him, he's got the grey with the white cap. He's about to hook out behind them, only a small field, and watch the finishing effort.
HAYAI, followed by IMAPRINCE, Late Show. Sovereign Parade is next. Secured Deposit is level now without compromise. IMAPRINCE and Late Show run on, followed by HAYAI. Secured Deposit takes the lead. Here's Late Show on the outside. Late Show zooms to the lead, and away goes Late Show.
Drawn on the extreme outside and carrying Kiwi's former jockey, Jim Cassidy. Like Kiwi, Late Show is a horse capable of dramatic late rushes, as shown by the last to first win in this year's Sydney Cup.
The only Australian-bred horse in the Sydney Cup, and he wins it.
Brian, it suited some and it hasn't suited others. How has the overnight rain affected your chances in the Foster's Melbourne Cup?
Well, it's an advantage to my horse, Murray, because he likes to jar out of the ground. I don't really want it heavy or anything like that, because there's about 12 others that can handle the going too, but
My horse just likes to sting out of the ground.
Last year on a slightly different track as he's about to take the front.
Back behind them on the rails, they're all under pressure, 300 metres left to go. Black Knight and Chagamar move up on the outside. Black Knight grabbed the lead in the cup from Chagamar. Rocky Will is battling back. They've got away by 4 or 5 lengths to Napoli Heights, who's starting to charge down the outside. 100 metres left to go, and Black Knight's kicked away by a length and a half. Chagamar second, and then Napoli Heights, but it's going to be Black Knight's Melbourne Cup. Great win by Black Knight by 3.
Until this race, a number of other cup hopefuls, and Lack of Reason shows great courage to win.
In for tune, and now Ballyman's Boy's finishing well. Lack of Reason's coming at Glen Morriston with Not Declared and Ballyman's Boy. Lack of Reason drawing level with Glen Morriston. Here's Ballyman's Boy, but Lack of Reason's taken the lead. He's qualified for the Caulfield Cup by winning. Maybe our Sophia.
Around Australia with Kiwi, I think she's going to hold the sentimental money.
Yes, she's certainly, I would say she's the sentimental favourite, Bruce. As probably everyone knows now, she's believed to be in foal to the importance.
In the Melbourne Cup, Black Knight clear and Napoli Heights charging home.
Napoli Heights is starting to charge down the outside. 100 metres left to go, and Black Knight's kicked away by a length and a half. Chagamar second, and then Napoli Heights, but it's going to be Black Knight's Melbourne Cup. Great win by Black Knight by 3 lengths. Chagamar.
Ron Taylor, he's a good hardy horse, isn't he? He ran a nice race in the Cox Plate. He ran a very good race last year in the Melbourne Cup. He's won the Brisbane Cup. Is he good enough to win today?
Well, I think a lot of people are really underestimating the chances of Fox Seal because he only finished 4th in the Dalgety at his last start, but really he was less than 4 lengths from the winner, and he was really motoring home at the finish. Because he is a proven 2-miler, because he's got a trainer who sets a horse for a race in Rick Lacey, I really think Fox Seal, who can do anything on his day, when this horse really gallops, he is an excellent horse. The fact that he is a winner over 2 miles must be a very strong factor in his favour. I think he's been trained specifically for the race, and don't underestimate this horse. If you're looking for some value, perhaps a little each way Fox Seal, you'll get a good run for your money.
Well, Ron, Peter Johnson's riding him today from New Zealand, now based with Rick Lacey, but it was Greg Hall that performed a minor miracle when he won the Brisbane Cup. When Fox Hill got through on the inside to win this race over the 3,200 metres, our boyfriend was in this race. See Fox Hill with the orange colours and watch what Hall does here.
Gone for the whip on him. Rush Cutter's running home strongly. Fox Seal is getting a run near the inside. Our Compromise is coming through with a strong run. Port Fair under pressure. Fox Seal sprinted to the lead. It's Fox Seal a length in front of our Compromise. Rush Cutter, then Port Fair, but it's Fox Seal in front, drawing to the line. He's too good for them.
Now, Rick, as I said, he is a proven 2-mile winner, having won the Brisbane Cup. How do you feel he is today compared to the way you had him then?
The horse has had a very good preparation, and I'm happy with his condition, but of course it's a very tough field.
Now, of course, Rick, the question we've had to ask everyone today is how has the rain affected your chances?
He can handle a slow track.
Third of 3 winners for Dipman. You can see he's inside under oath, our boyfriend in front. A thrilling finish to the Dalgety.
Under the whip from Silver Award. Fox Hill's coming with a run. Black Knight very late out wide. Our boyfriend holding them for the moment. Clear of Silver Award, coming at him. Further back under oath, and then Fox Hill, our boyfriend, being tackled by Silver Award. Dipman throwing everything at him. Mick's going to get up and get it. 7-0 record.
And also on Fox Hill, Mr. Mako, and also HAYAI. And let's have a look at the concluding stages of the Metropolitan at Randwick.
Here's Sprightly Native. Sprightly Native descending upon Mr. Mako. HAYAI won't go on, then Fox Seal. It's Sprightly Native on the outside taking the clear-cut lead, and Sprightly Native in front, and Sprightly Native wins the Metropolitan from a...
JC Derby came with a great run that day. She's won the Underwood Stakes, but back second and third last. Trelaw brought her with a strong run, and she's about to go to the front of the Cup.
From Rising Prince, Feedawar, our Sophia. Lack of Reason in the field, but finishing pretty well, but Tristark's clear in the Cup. Lack of Reason, our Sophia in the field, but trying to get her. Tristark in front, our Sophia's making a dive at her, but Tristark's won the Cup. A long neck to our Sophia.
Flying for the prestigious Caulfield Cup Melbourne Cup double is Tristark, running from Barrier 1. Tristark won the AJC Derby last April and is well fancied to greet the judge today after his recent Caulfield Cup triumph.
Here on Rocky Roller, What a Nuisance out wide, the horse arrowed in the cup.
Running on, What a Nuisance, very late, Butternut in front. What a Nuisance, Rocky Roller kicking back with Peckham, I guess. Butternut, Rocky Roller kicking. Butternut's one of the nose, Rocky Roller, a thrilling.
13 is What a Nuisance, with the experienced Pat Hyland on board. What a Nuisance notched up the Duke of Norfolk Stakes over 3,200 metres last March, and more recently finished a gallant 4th in the Moonee Valley Cup.
One of the nose, Rocky Roller, a thrilling finish.
John, you threw the blinkers on him in the McKinnon Stakes on Saturday. Great result.
Yes, he runs super, really. You know, he's a handicap horse, and he's run a good, solid 5th, late for age. What else can you wish for?
That's right, of course. You're a proven horse on the track and a proven horse at the distance.
Yes, well, he's won over 2 mile, and he's proved that he's a top handicapper. And he was probably a little unfortunate not to have won the Moonee Valley Cup.
Form in New Zealand has been good, and also in Sydney earlier this year, as we saw the Fosters helicopter land here at Flemington, and Dwanet's Girl about to be tackled by IMAPRINCE.
Headed one, Eddie's Girl, IMAPRINCE is grabbing it, secure deposit, battling hard the inside. IMAPRINCE, secure deposit, IMAPRINCE.
Brave effort.
300, under oath under the whip from Silver Award. Fox Hill's coming with a run. Black Knight very late out wide. Our Boyfriend holding them for the moment. Clear of Silver Award coming at him. Further back under oath, and then Fox Hill, Our Boyfriend being tackled by Silver Award. Dipman throwing everything at him. Mick's going to get up and get it. Treble record horse, the bob of the head, Silver.
Big going.
Riverdale in front. Sir ZEPHYR arrowed, and watch his effort over the last little bit.
Tristark's coming at them out wide, the Filbert, and What a Nuisance. Tristark's taken the lead from Lack of Reason and Sir ZEPHYR. She's a bonny mare, this Tristark. She's going to win a length and a half. Second Lack of Reason.
We saw her. It was a worse day than this. It was raining practically all day. And there's Corrie May about to go to the front, the grey.
Chillaware, Showglen just in front. Exeter trying to get to it. Corrie May got the split. Chillaware's running on, but the grey mare's going to bolt in. Corrie May's dashed away, and she's walked the Geelong Cup in.
He could be running in this race, but placed in 2 derbies, and a good Dusky Legend come home very strongly in the last little bit.
Mr. Jazz with a late run, and Exeter Feedawar neck in front. Dietheus kicking back. They've got it between them. Feedawar just in front of Dietheus. Dusky Legend late. Feedawar's got the cup one. Wins a half length. Second Dietheus.
Will that stop him? Here's the Herbert Power. Feedawar fights off Rose and Thistle.
Feederoy, they're well clear of Marsh and Son, Arado, Colonial Flag and Late Show. Rose and Thistle just in front. Feederoy kicking back from Colonial Flag. Rose and Thistle ahead in front. Feederoy's doing better though. Drew Level and Feederoy's
run. Watch the ground she takes off Tristark in the last 100 metres of this race. White looks no hope at this stage.
Prince Feedawar, Our Sophia, Lack of Reason and the Filbert finishing pretty well, but Tristark's clear in the cup. Lack of Reason, Our Sophia and the Filbert trying to get her. Tristark in front. Our Sophia's making a dive, but Tristark's won the cup.
One of the top fancies for this year's Foster's Melbourne Cup is Our Sophia, with jockey Harry White chasing a record number of Melbourne Cup wins. Our Sophia won the AJC Oaks in April, the Grand Prix at Brisbane, and was second at Tristark in the Caulfield Cup.
Next to Our Sophia.
And you'll see Under Oath, who does a good job here, perfectly ridden by Darren Gauchi, finishing over the top of them to win.
Phoenix Rising, Under Oath and Showglen make their runs together. They've got Colour Page beaten. Under Oath taken the lead, and the Hayes horse is going to win. He's drawing away to win a length and a half.
At the 800, and it really was a first-class performance this day.
Don Burno, Johnny Cale, 3 wide. Tripsicon bullocking his way out at the 200. Tripsicon looks the danger, went past Cale, raced up to Affected and Cuba's Gold. Behind them past the Batten running on pretty well, but Heffernan with the whip in the left hand, and this has been a big win by Tripsicon, wins 2.5 lengths.
To win the Melbourne Cup was Wadala back in 1953.
Butternut took the lead in the cup from Rocky Roller, running on. What a Nuisance, very late. Butternut in front. What a Nuisance, Rocky Roller kicking back with Peckham, I guess. Butternut, Rocky Roller kicking. Butternut's one of the nose, Rocky.